Bula.
Hola.
I'm Brock,
I'm Tay.
and this is our honeymoon in Fiji. How you feeling?
I don't know.
Okay, the travel to Fiji, honestly not as bad as you might think. It's like a 10.5-hour flight from LAX to the main island and then 1 hour on the tiniest, weirdest flight you'll ever take, but great views. The flight to the big island was super easy. It's a red eye and we slept like 8 hours straight, and yep, that was the whole airport, that little blue shack. Then we got to our boo-ray and it was pretty awesome.
Pool table, living room, champagne, whatever desk, bedroom, another living room, giant pull-down projector, ginormous bathroom. Wow. And then I'll go outside. So out on the patio, we had a little private shower down there, this lounging area right here. We had an area right here where you could eat any meal with a beautiful view. Up top, we had a pool and a hot tub just to ourselves. And I think best of all, of course, this view of this little bay area. Absolutely so gorgeous, so stunning.
And then to end day one, we had dinner on the patio overlooking this bay, which is not the same bay that our boo-ray is on. And yes, there's lots of bugs, but we have the best bug spray, so it was okay. The resort offers so many activities both in and outside of the resort. We took a bus there, it was like 10 minutes, and then we hopped in.
We're floating down the Salt River. It's like a lazy river, but it's salty and it's real. And it exists in nature. What were your thoughts
It was fun.
on your activities
It was
today?
relaxing.
It was very relaxing.
It's cool.
Would you recommend it to everyone?
Yeah.
What if you can't swim? Would you recommend it to people who can't swim?
Yeah, because you have a life vest.
It's true.
You're okay.
It's true.
Just maybe like if you're scared of sharks, don't do it.
Because we saw a lot of sharks
Yeah, a lot of sharks.
and at least a few crocodiles,
Yeah. Some stingrays and etc.
etc. No fish though.
One humpback whale
One humpback.
because he was like about the size of the river. So
Yeah.
you only fit one in there.
Yep. Something that's really important to them at this resort is sharing their culture with us. So before dinner tonight, there was a Fijian dance. For this dance, a bunch of the kids from the village came and they performed this ceremonial dance, which was supposed to tell the story of a warrior. And then afterwards, we got to take a picture with the whole crew, and it was so awesome.
Fijian culture is really important to them, so multiple times a week they have something to teach us about the culture. This day we went down to their town, which is kind of like their big city, and we got to see the market that happens every Saturday. People come from all over the island to sell and buy goods, and we got to see a lot of cool new fruit and just experience some of their food, which is really awesome. We went to this little restaurant and they had the best ice cream and a great view. What Fijian words do you know?
Bula.
We know bula,
Boo-ray.
bure,
Tanaka.
the naka, which means like thank you and you're welcome, and thank you for saying thank you. Yavita,
Yavita.
which means like how much. So if you go to the market, you say Yavita. Taki means like another round.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we learned that like the first day. Bula is what everyone says here.
Bula.
Bula, bula, bula. It's kind of like a greeting.
Hi.
It's kind of like aloha is in Hawaii.
Yeah.
But they use it a lot here. Like if anytime you see anyone, if you haven't already been hanging out with them, you say
Everyone's
bula.
so nice.
The nicest people.
Like we're riding in the bus to go to town, and every single person on the side of the road is like waving at the bus.
Yeah.
Like, you would think like, oh, you know, foreigners, they don't like foreigners. No, literally. And I'm sure they see
so
a million
nice.
buses a day, and they wave at all of
they
them.
wave at every
Little
single
kids are
person they
waving.
see.
The other day we were walking on the reef, and we walked by a random little house that construction workers were working on, and they all boola, they all
like
yell at
ran
us
outside to like
wave.
say hi.
Yeah, the nicest people.
Yeah.
We stayed very busy at the beginning of this trip, so on the afternoon of day 3, we went for a snorkel, hopped on the resort's boat. We even saw a huge pod of dolphins on the way to the snorkel, and then we jumped in.
On day 4, we went fishing. It was so funny. We literally show up and this man's like, okay, get on. That's the safety gear over there, but we won't be using that. He put the lines in the water. We mostly just enjoyed the views. And then if the line started going, we'd reel it in and we saw this huge pod of dolphins. It's really cool because the fish that you catch, you bring it back to the resort and they'll cook it for you. So we got to eat both the barracuda and the tuna that I caught, and it was amazing.
Where are we going?
The lover's deck.
That doesn't say lovers, but it's the Via de Mani.
It translates.
And blowhole translates to blowhole.
These 2 decks are private decks that are offered by our resort that any of the guests can rent out. So we rented out this one with the giant heart-shaped hot tub. I will say hot tub might not have been the best choice when it was 82 degrees and super humid, but we had a great time. We got to order a little charcuterie board and order whatever cocktails we want. And yes, we are both wearing clothes. Tay is wearing a strapless top and I'm wearing a Speedo.
So when we were going on this trip, we really wanted to take advantage of it and learn all about the culture too. It's really important to us. It's really important to them. So into the village, we got to learn about the hierarchy, how everyone in the village has a role for the village. There was a little craft market for us to shop at. I got a really cute necklace, and it was just really awesome to see where they come from and how they live and what's important to them.
Fijian people are not just the nicest people I've ever met in my entire life. They're also the most polite people. It's like everyone here is a Chick-fil-A employee, but like the best Chick-fil-A employee. We ended the day by going to the largest activity center in all of Fiji. This is called the Kava Bowl at our resort. They had indoor bowling. We played some air hockey. We played some pool. We basically just played every single game in here, even if we didn't know exactly what they were. A strike on your first Fijian bowl.
It's also the only bowling alley in Fiji, so that's pretty cool.
And that is only the first half of our trip, so make sure to subscribe for part 2 where we learn to scuba dive and so much more. Thank you so much for watching today, and don't forget to like it as well.